Okay, only one place to start this morning, and that's with North Korea. They fired off yet another missile off their east coast early on this Monday morning. Our chief anchor Moon Connyoung is live at the presidential office of Cheong Wa Dae for us. Connyoung, it's almost as if this has become a routine.
Right, Mark. Following one last weekend, North Korea has again fired what appeared to be a short-range ballistic missile in the early hours this Monday morning, like you said, off its east coast, Wonsan to be exact. Now, South Korean military said the missile is assumed to be a Scud-class ballistic missile, and today flew about 450 kilometers. The U.S. Pacific Command has said that missile was tracked from North Korea for 6 minutes before it landed in the sea, in fact, inside Japan's economic zone. Now, this is the 9th missile test that the North has carried out this year, defying world pressure and threats of more sanctions, but also comes in fresh defiance of a declaration published by the G7 leaders just this past weekend, whereby all states pledged to strengthen measures unless the North agreed to abandon its nuclear and missile program. Now, although this particular missile today or the one last weekend or any of its previous ones, as a matter of fact, tested by Pyongyang, cannot at this point fly far enough to reach American military bases in Guam, let alone mainland U.S. But what we need to remember is that with each and every test, North Korea gains meaningful data for that, for it to feed into its effort to build an intercontinental ballistic missile. Mark.
Yeah, that's certainly right, Connyoung. And this missile landed in Japan's EEZ, exclusive economic zone, as you touched upon there. There must have been a big reaction from Tokyo and, of course, from here in Seoul as well.
Most definitely. Japan was quick to condemn the North provocation. In fact, Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe vowed to take concrete action with the U.S. to deter North Korea. I'm sure we'll hear more from Tokyo throughout the day. Here in Seoul, South Korean President Moon Jae-in immediately called for an emergency National Security Council meeting. It was chaired by NSC Chief Cheong Wa Dae and lasted for roughly 45 minutes. It came to a close at about 8:15 this morning. Now, like you said, Mark, in your headlines, this is the third missile test by North Korea in the last 3 weeks. The new South Korean president has been in office, hence the third National Security Council meeting under the Moon administration. Following the NSC meeting, Seoul's Foreign Affairs Ministry released a statement strongly condemning North Korea, calling its provocation absolutely unacceptable, and that South Korea will maintain full readiness against any North Korean threats based on the ironclad South Korea-U.S. alliance. Now, also note, Mr. Moon Jae-in is a president who has pledged that he's pro-engagement, pro-dialogue with North Korea. But really, at this point, it's very difficult to see the new South Korean government staying on due course with these constant missile launches. And obviously, suggestions of dialogue are certainly not slowing the North Kim Jong-un down in any shape or form, Mark.
Yes, not a great start to the week for President Moon, who's trying to reach out to North Korea and hopefully bring them back to the table for dialogue. Well, thank you for that report. Connyoung will be connecting to you, I'm sure, throughout the day